Well, g'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. This week we're in the Hunter Valley. So why don't you go and grab yourself a glass of wine, some cheese and bickies and come and join us.
And let's see how many words Steve can mispronounce this week.
Oh yeah, I'm not real good with the town names. Anyway, enjoy the app. Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Alison.
We decided a couple of years ago that we'd work hard and save all of our money and start living life on our own terms.
So we bought a caravan and hit the road on a trip for two all around Australia.
So why not come and join us every week for our adventures? Well, good morning everyone. It's a beautiful day down here in the Hunter region. It's Easter Monday, isn't it?
It is Easter Monday.
So I knew it was Easter Monday, but that's how I bring Alison into the conversation. Right, so we're going to go for a run up through the Hunter Valley today, check out a couple of things. Might check out a brewery. We're definitely going to go and check out a chocolate shop. In fact, that's where we're going to now, isn't it?
We are. We are. I'm thinking Easter Monday. After Easter Sunday, we've had a couple of chockies, but not many.
That's right. The one thing that we've learned in our time on Earth is there's no bad time for chocolate. So we're going to head out there, check that out, maybe go and take you around. We'll show you a few other places, find a nice place for lunch up here. We only have the day because we have to, and some of you might understand this, a lot of you won't, we have to go back to Brisbane. But I'm going to tell you all about that next week because it's nothing to do with commercial things for YouTube or any of that sort of stuff. It's of a personal nature, but I think it's something that's going to be worth talking about, isn't it?
I think it's an important topic, yes.
Yes, but I am going to keep you in suspense a little bit for that. Anyway, I'll talk about it next week. But come and enjoy the day with us in the Hunter Valley. Well, here we are on the first stop of the tour at the Hunter Valley Chocolate Company. It looks like it's all right. What do you reckon, Al?
I'm looking forward to getting inside and having a look at the options they have.
Oh, so am I. We've been to a couple of chocolate shops in Belgium and different places, and we always love to compare it to what we find here. I'm going to say so far the best ones we've found are in Maroochydore. This one just might knock it off.
It may do.
We'll see how we go. Anyway, let's get inside and give it a go. Al, they've got chocolate red frogs.
Have they?
Oh, yes, they do.
I saw milk chocolate frogs too.
And blinky bills. Gold balls, good, aren't they? Gold balls.
Oh wow. Tell them.
Well, I don't know what happened. I must have had a chocolate high or something going on when I've come out of the chocolate factory in the Hunter Valley, but we've got to shoot an ending, so we're going to do it right now. The chocolate factory was fantastic, great experience, good to go and visit. What did you like about it, Al?
I liked seeing all the different varieties and different types that you could purchase. I think there was something for everyone. Definitely.
The chocolate here does a really good job. Some of the shapes that they're able to make out of chocolate absolutely confounds me. They're these little blinky bills. They look like something straight out of the cartoon book. But nevertheless, it was all good. We did buy a few chockies on the day, didn't we?
We did, yes.
I bought a dark orange chocolate bar. Cost me about $8 or $9, but that is long gone. What did you get, Al?
I think I just bought a chocolate freckle.
She's not talking about those little freckles either. She's talking about
a
big
big
freckle.
One, yeah, so I'm looking forward to really enjoying it.
Yes, you must be savouring it because it's been sitting in the fridge now for about 4 weeks. So.
Yeah. Well, yes, I'm savouring it, that's for sure. I didn't get any of the other one.
The other thing that we did discuss is we compared this to other chocolate shops we've been to in the past, and we really enjoyed Maroochydore. But something that Maroochydore I think had over this one, the Hunter Valley, is they actually had their factory there, so you could watch them manufacturing the chocolate at the same time, which was very interesting, wasn't it?
It was, and you could ask questions to those who were making the different chocolates. So.
Yeah, you could, and we weren't able to do that here in the Hunter Valley, were we?
No, we couldn't see any processing, and we didn't see it being made or learn anything about the process of the chocolate being made.
But we can tell you the end result, it was bloody delicious.
It was very nice. All
right, next stop, we've come to a winery. We're going to go to a cellar door and do a little bit of tasting. We have a big confession to make. What is it, Al?
I'm definitely not a drinker in terms of I don't drink wine, and I don't think you've really drunk wine for many years.
I've got to be very honest with you, I can't stand it, but there are millions of people who love it. We're going to get here and find out what it's all about. Anyway, Come along, let's see what happens. Well, here we are, first one. We're going to have a crack at a Chardonnay, aren't we?
We are.
We're learning a lot about wine at the moment, I can assure you of that.
We have got a lovely man teaching us.
We do.
Isn't it usually a greeny whitey?
Greeny whitey, very good. Get rid of that?
Yep.
I'll clean that up later.
Good.
Alright, now got a red grape in the hand.
Yes.
Peel the skin off it for me. What colour is the flesh?
It would be a greeny whitey, no?
Greeny whitey.
It's still
It's
red.
the same colour, yes.
Yeah, so all red wine gets the colour from the stick and throw it away now.
Oh, thank you. Throw it away, yes. Careful, the slip trip fall hazards.
Yeah, just wash your hands. So all red wine gets the colour from the skin.
Okay.
So this is made from Merlot grapes, so they're red.
Yes.
So we
Okay.
bring the red grapes into the winery, we crush, separate the skin from the juice immediately, we
Yes.
have white wine.
Oh, okay.
Leave the skin in contact with the juice for about 2 or 3 hours, have rosé.
Okay.
Leave the skin in contact with the juice for full fermentation, you have red wine.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Geez, that's
Okay.
a
So the batch, there's a batch of every story, the batch of this one is the most white wine is made from white grapes.
Right, yes.
You can make white wine from red grapes by removing the skin.
Okay.
We've all heard of champagne.
Yes.
What is the most famous brand of champagne?
Or Dom Perignon? No? Alice?
One of the nicer ones.
Yes. Moe?
Best, correct.
Yes.
Best selling champagne also. It's basically said probably the best selling white wine in the world is Molten Champagne.
Okay, yep.
Best selling white wine in the world is made on 2 red grapes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So in Champagne they grow Chardonnay,
Yep.
Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier. The latter 2 are red. And that's what Moe is made from. 2 red ones without any skin contact.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Oh, this should be good.
Yes.
Now I should point out that at the end of this there will be an exam, so I do hope you are taking notes.
Red, green, great. Thank you.
Rosé.
Excellent, thank you.
Yeah.
What's your first thoughts on wine tasting, Al?
Actually enjoying it. The gentleman, Roberto, is teaching us, so sharing his knowledge is very good.
He's very funny too, isn't he?
He's
Yes,
quite
he's very funny.
actually.
Yes.
Polishing off some wine.
Oh, that was water.
What's your thoughts so far?
I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. It's been a good experience, hasn't it? For the first time ever wine tasting. Really good. Yes, I really enjoyed it. It's been a great experience, and Roberto's made it even better. It's the $5, and you get your $5 back if you buy a bottle, and we're buying a bottle.
Are we?
We are. I never thought we would, but we are.
My word. Someone's back on the red wines.
Well, we've done our first wine tasting, haven't
We have done our first wine tasting.
we? We come here to I just want to get it right. It's D. Bortoli.
Di Bertoli.
It cost us $5 for the tasting.
Yes.
We met Roberto, who was a wonderful man,
Yes, he is.
and we told him that we were wine tasting virgins, and he took us through us very, very slowly. He started with whites and finished with dessert wines, and I'm going to say it, and I never thought I would say this, we walked out with a couple of bottles. I'm not saying we're converted, but I tell you what, they were absolutely beautiful, weren't they?
There were some nice wines, definitely, and it was really good with his explanations as well.
Oh, it was, yeah, the experience was great. And the other thing is too, if you only come for the tasting, it costs you $5 each, but if you do purchase a bottle, they don't charge you for the tasting, so it was great.
It was, and some are only exclusive to the cellar door as well.
They are, so we bought a Campfire Red, which you can only buy here.
Yes,
Yeah, that was great. Anyway, we're going to move on and taste a bit of cheese.
excellent.
Righto, next one. I've been looking forward to this one. We've come to the Hunter Valley Cheese Company for a cheese tasting. I think it just cost us about $39 out.
I think so, yes.
Go in, they explain to you what the cheeses are. They do vary from day to day, but they give you a good explanation of what the cheese should look like, how it should feel, how long you can store it for at home, and all of those sorts of things. And then you go ahead and do that. So we've taken the tasting plate, plus we've taken a little side of meats, so it'll be like salamis and things like that.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, so that should be quite nice. And obviously they give you a little bit of water, but we'll show you the cheeses. They give you a great explanation sheet so you can read through at the same time you taste. All right, so here's our tasting platter, and they give you a little spiel on what you're about to eat and the sorts of things you should accompany with that. And they also give you a sheet that you can go through and read about the different sorts of cheeses as well. what you've got. And they changed it, from what I understand, they changed the tasting platter regularly.
They do.
Because they just number it for what it is today. So
Yes.
these were the 5 for us today. So we have a, what was this one? I'll just go quickly through them. So this was a fromage.
Yes.
Which is just cheese in French, but
Yes.
it's only a 2-day-old one, so that's quite nice. This is the brie, and that's the one that I'm particularly excited about because it looks really nice.
Yes.
The next one is a natural white rind cheese, followed by a vintage cheddar, and she told us a very quick safety tip: don't eat the green wax around the outside. And the last one's a blue cheese, and I'm excited to taste it, but at the same time, I'm not the biggest fan of blue cheese, but I'll be very interested to try it. Anyway, let's get on with it and see how it goes, eh?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so the first one is the 2-day-old cheese, and they reckon it's really good for pizzas and salads and things like that. I thought it was really nice. What did you think of?
It is lovely.
It is. It's really light, but it's really flavoursome.
Yes, definitely.
I'm just tasting the brie, and it tastes exactly like a grilled cheese sandwich. It's beautiful. Well, the last one's the Honezola.
Yes.
I'm not a big blue vein cheese lover. Anyway, I'm going to give it a crack and see what it tastes like. Find out. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's really nice. That was really nice. I'm a blue cheese fan.
It's a mid-strength one.
Well, it's a mid-strength one, and it's really, really nice. So if you're not a blue cheese lover, like I'm not,
Yes.
but you want to give it a crack, that is well worth it. Well, Hunter Valley Cheese Company, what do you reckon?
I really enjoyed the experience.
It was bloody fantastic. Coming here, we've got a cheese platter, cost us about $39 with a side of salami.
Yes.
They come out, everything is so well explained, you get to taste 5 cheeses. Now they do change all of the time, so the day you come you might not get the same as what we got, but we got some really nice ones, including a blue cheese, and I didn't like blue cheese, and I didn't think I liked blue cheese until I tried this one, and I really enjoyed it.
Yes, and it's not processed cheese, so like what you'd get in the supermarkets.
Yeah, there's no preservatives, there's nothing
Yes.
in it. It was absolutely beautiful, particularly that brie.
It makes a big difference.
The brie tasted like a grilled cheese sandwich. It was unbelievable.
I'm sure the cheesemaker will be thrilled with that one.
So if you're a little bit like Ali and I, and you're not 100% sure whether you like wine, and you think the Hunter Valley is all about wine, get up here because there's so many other things to come and see and do, isn't there?
A lot of different options up here.
Yeah, heaps. So we're going to go down now, maybe check out a brewery or do a bit of vodka and wine tasting.
Vodka and wine.
Let's go and find out.
Oh, gosh.
Next up on the tour is the Pokelman Distillery. This is Alison's favourite because it's the home of gin and vodka. Pokelman Distillery. What do you reckon?
I really enjoyed that.
Oh, it was great. I'll tell you what, I'm not a big vodka or gin drinker, but they had lots of different flavoured ones.
They did.
And they were bloody fantastic, weren't they?
They were very nice. They're very, very nice.
They were. So they do like vodka, gin, and they also do some liqueurs.
Yes.
It costs $15 for the tasting, and they give you
Yes.
5 different drinks to choose from, but there's a whole variety of ones that you can choose from to drink.
Yes.
But the best thing here was the staff.
The staff were amazing.
They were really great, really, really friendly. In fact, we stopped drinking and started chatting for a bit longer than we should have, but we didn't. And a big
Yes.
shout out to Craig, our barman for the day. He was really nice, wasn't he?
He was wonderful and very informative.
He was.
And I think we met one of the ladies who works here, but she's part of the family who owns this distillery.
Yeah, and that was really nice. And she was really, really interested in getting out
She
and
was
travelling in Australia as well.
She was, so hopefully we encouraged her to get out and get going.
Hopefully we did. So anyway, if you come out to the Hunter Valley and you want to try something different, we would definitely recommend coming to the distillery
Yes.
and tasting what they've got to offer in their gins and vodkas because it's beautiful.
It is wonderful.
All right, let's push on.
Well, that's the end of our day here in the Hunter Valley, and it was an absolutely fantastic day. What did you think of it, Al?
I had a wonderful day. I really enjoyed all of the experiences we had today.
Yeah, for sure. One of the things that we did speak about before we come to the Hunter Valley is neither of us are wine drinkers.
No.
And our perception of the Hunter Valley was that it was all going to be about wine tasting and stuff. We were so far from the truth.
Very far from the truth. There's lots of different options here to come and experience. So we had the distilleries for your gin and your vodka, not only the wine, the cheese tasting, the chocolate tasting. I think there's a few breweries out here as well.
Oh
yeah, it's got something for everybody out here. And even as non-wine drinkers, our very first experience of wine tasting at one of the cellar doors, and I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I did. Roberta made the experience definitely for the wine tasting.
Oh, he did, yeah. We just introduced ourselves as a couple of novices who'd never done wine tasting before and didn't particularly like wine, and he changed our minds in about 15 minutes.
He made it a fun experience.
He did, yep. And then we went to the cheese factory. What do you think of that?
I really enjoyed it, actually. I learned a little bit about the cheese and the cheese making and the different cheeses, and it was really lovely tasting, which is the difference between when you buy it in the stores at the supermarket to visiting the experts out who make it.
Yeah, and as we said before, the best thing about those cheeses, there's no preservatives in them.
No preservatives.
And I think you could really taste that. Like they were beautiful, the cheeses that they gave you.
Yes, they produced, yeah.
Yeah, that was really good, and the staff were so passionate about their product, which was fantastic.
Yes, they are very passionate.
And then we finished off at Alison's favourite drinking hole, the gin and vodka distillery, or the Polkabin distillery. And what do you think of that, Al?
Oh, amazing. I've never done anything like that before, and I really enjoyed. There were so many different options to try out. That was really nice.
Oh yeah, just the different flavours and things that they had. So they give you a whole variety of different sorts. You choose what you want. You get 5 drinks in your tasting menu.
Yes.
Great. And just the knowledge of the staff.
The knowledge, yeah. Again, it's just the staff and their knowledge and their experience that make it a wonderful experience for you as the guest.
And in particular, our experience at the distillery was fantastic, wasn't it? Because we stopped and we spoke with the staff for a good 20 minutes about just travelling Australia, and they expressed their desire to want to start travelling Australia, just how good it is, what the community's like when you do it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a great experience. All right, well, that's our day in the Hunter Valley. We really hope that you enjoyed coming along. If you want to come and stay longer, there's plenty of other options here, and I'm sure a lot of you already know that. But you can come and you can stay in hotels, or you can probably bring your caravan and things. For us, we just day tripped out of Newcastle for the day.
We did.
Yeah, you just got to be mindful of how much grog you drink if you're driving. But they're very, very responsible in their service, and they'll also tell you how much you're about to ingest. So, yeah, certainly something to think about when you come here.
Yes.
All right, well, let's head back into Newcastle and see where we go to from there.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, talk about disappointment. We've come out to Maitland to check out the Maitland jail, and it's bloody closed indefinitely.
Unfortunately, yes, and I think it's just a recent closure, and they did it quite suddenly.
Yeah.
Due to safety. I think they're saying safety reasons.
Yeah, they said it was safety reasons, but not specifically what they were, but they said they are working on it. So we hope that one day it'll probably come back and we'll be able to come out and see it. Yeah. Yeah, but it would have been well worth it too. Everyone tells us good stories about it. It housed arseholes like Ivan Milat and people like that over its time, so yeah.
It had some infamous, guests in the jail.
There might be a better way of putting it. Anyway, it is what it is. We just come down to the main gates, and even though it's closed, it's still a very daunting place. You can only imagine that, you know, you've been sentenced and you've been brought out here, and you're about to go through these gates for the last time for, you know, decades in some cases. It's just, yeah, not a nice place to be, but we would have loved to have come and done the tour. We'll just have to keep our eye out and just see if we can get it at some point in the future, Al.
Yeah, it would be interesting to come and visit and see. I've heard some good things about the tour here, so
yeah,
maybe once they get it all resolved, we can they'll reopen and we can come and visit again.
Exactly. And the other thing directly across the street is the old courthouse. So all of it would have been fascinating to come and see, but we'll definitely be back here in Maitland to see this. The one thing you notice about the jail straight away, it's in such an unassuming place. You're just in the suburban street and you drive down the road and the first thing you see are these walls. Directly across the road from the jail you'll find the East Maitland Courthouse. We're not sure if it still operates or not, but I'll certainly look up and find out. But we're just talking about, wonder how many people walked up these stairs, went inside, got sentenced, walked out the back door directly across the street and went and served their sentence across the road in the old jail. I reckon there'd have been a few in their time. Al, what do you reckon?
I'm sure there were a couple, yes.
Oh, sure there was. Well, that was the Maitland Jail, and it was fascinating, but as we said, the tours are cancelled at the moment until they reopen the building. We really hope that it comes back, because it looks like it'll be something really interesting to do, Elle?
Yes, it does actually, and I've heard nothing but good things, to be honest.
Yeah, and the other thing that we noticed, and I'll just drop a couple of pictures in as we're talking, is when we drove in here, as I said, it's right in the middle of suburbia, but you can see where the newer houses are, but there are amongst them some very old homes that look very contemporary with the jail itself. And we're just wondering if they might be associated to jail, like maybe, I don't know, the governor's bloody residence or something along those lines. Not 100% sure, but if someone knows, just hit us up in the comment section, because we'd be really interested to find out.
Yes, we would.
Well, that's the end of this episode and the end of our day trip to the Hunter Valley. What do you think, Elle?
I quite enjoyed my time in the Hunter Valley doing the wine and the cheese and the chocolates, and the distillery. It was quite fun, actually.
She did particularly like the distillery. I've got to say, and I think we said this during the episode, we are not wine drinkers, but that's not what the Hunter Valley is all about, but that's what we thought it was all about. But when we got there, we found something completely different, something very enjoyable, and something we're definitely going back to do. In fact, we did want to stay longer, but we have to change our travel plans, don't we?
We do have to change our travel plans.
So if you watched our first episode this year, you would have seen that we planned on going down through New South Wales into Victoria, across up the Udinadatta track and into Central Australia, but all of those plans have now been turned around. We did mention once or twice in some previous episodes we've had some personal things going on in the background, and that's mainly had to do with me.
Yes, your health.
Yes, and I had into Brisbane last year. I think we come home about November. We had everything checked up, car, caravan and us.
Yes.
And as a part of us, I had a blood test taken, which showed I had a higher than normal PSA level. If you're not sure what that is, it's to do with your prostate. So I have a family history of prostate cancer in my family, and the doctor said, we're not going to muck around, Steve, let's get you off to a specialist. So we went to a specialist. And then while we're in Newcastle, we quickly shot back up to Brisbane. I had an MRI, and I've now had the results of that MRI, and there's a small growth somewhere on my prostate. And the doctor wants to go for a further investigation, and then from there, we'll find out what we're going to do. So this week, I'm going back into Brisbane. I'm going to have an not MRI done. I'm going to have a
biopsy.
I'm going to have a biopsy done. And then once he's got the results of the biopsy in about a week's time, then we'll know exactly what we're doing with our travel plans. We're either going to continue on with our travel straight away, or we're going to sit in Brizzy for about 6 weeks while I recover from a surgery, I imagine. Whatever the case may be, our plans are changing. So as soon as we leave Brisbane next time, and we'll keep you up to date, we're going to go north into the Northern Territory.
Get back into the seasons.
Yeah, we also decided at the same time it was probably a good time to maybe turn around, because it is getting cold down south and we want to continue to follow the sun. So we're going to go. But that's not going to slow the channel down too much. I've still got enough in the can at the moment to show a few more episodes, and we're going to continue to film as we make our way back to Brisbane. If I need to slow the episodes down, then we'll just let you know that at the time, and that'll be only if we need to stop at Brisbane for a while.
Yes.
But if not, you won't see any changes to the channel. So on that, if you enjoyed today's episode, please give us a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, because it's allowing our channel to grow. And of course, as always, leave a comment, ask a question, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
See you next week.
See you next week.